Good afternoon, readers. It's Tilly here from Tilly's Shelf, and today I'm going to do a very short review of The Summer of Secrets by Rosie Rushton. I've tried to do this a couple of times, but I can't seem to get it short enough whilst also adequately conveying how much I was disappointed in this story. So this is a retelling of Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. That's upside down and back to front. And this is to meet the final prompt, or the final prompt for me, of Jane Austen July, is to read a modern retelling of a Jane Austen novel, and this was the last one that I had to do, and now I've finished. So halfway through Jane Austen July and I've already finished. So this transports the story of Northanger Abbey into an art school, weirdly in Brighton. The description of Brighton in the story is quite different to my experience of growing up in Brighton, but anyway. And then a group of friends from the art college then go on holiday together to Italy to stay on the Tilney's vineyard. It's, I guess, you can see how it fits Northanger Abbey to the modern era. It's got like a stepmother character. It's got a lot of cars, really weirdly, and some slightly questionable, as in very stereotype portrayals around mental health, which supplies the kind of the secrets at the heart of the novel, I suppose. I would say that's completely guessable from a relatively early stage, at least for me, and I didn't particularly like that I didn't think the representation was very good, let me say. Caitlin Morland, who as adapted from Catherine Morland, is, along with all of the characters, very irritating. She spends a lot of her time just talking about how Ludo Tilney, don't know why his name got changed more, is just incredibly fit. And she loses all of the kind-hearted, affectionate nature which makes her nice in the book, in the original story. Instead of gothic novels, she's obsessed with gossip magazines. She's always imagining scenes in gossip magazines, and Ludo kind of laughs at her for that, and that's cool, apparently. Yeah, so I was underwhelmed by this book. I think it's easily my worst read of the year so far, and I sincerely hope that I won't read anything worse. I wouldn't have finished it apart from the fact that it was for the prompt. Modern retellings are always disappointing because you can tell that the author loved the book, but they didn't manage to capture it. I don't know why she wrote this, really, because I would just say just read the original or watch the film. If you can't read it, watch the film. But this, yeah, it wasn't fun. Yeah. I wouldn't have finished it, and I also, I bought it, so I felt like I should finish it, which I know that people don't do that anymore, but I do. So yeah, I would give it away, but I don't want to inflict it on anybody else. I'm sorry, Rosie Rushton, if you're watching this. I'm sure by now you're a much better author, perhaps. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you good luck with your Jane Austen July readings. Have you read a better adaptation of Northanger Abbey? Because I was looking for adaptations of Northanger Abbey. I've read the Val McDermid one, which came out I think about 10 years ago, and this was the only other one that I could get hold of. So if you have a better recommendation, please do let me know. Thank you.